Hi, I am Gail of 876 Documents, and I cannot believe I have never talked about this. So, I've recently talked about errors on your US documents as opposed to your Jamaican documents. This video is specifically about errors on your marriage certificate. Now, when you get married in the US or anywhere, you have three options. One, you can drop your father's name and take your husband's name, or you can keep your father's name and add your husband's name, whether with a hyphen or just a space, or you could just keep your father's name and not take your husband's name at all. This is something that is generally done when you're filling in the application for the marriage license. At least in New York, that's what happened. When I got married, I indicated on the application for the marriage license that I'd like my name to be hyphenated and my husband's name added. No, from the day I did my marriage certificate and I had a hyphen put in, I have never used my name without a hyphen. And this is a mistake that a lot of us are making when we come to the US and we get married. We don't realize that we are committing to a new name and we are only allowed to have one legal name. So what I've seen from working at the consulate and even right now, persons will assume the new name, but they may decide to, at random times on random documents, drop the husband's name or forget to put the hyphen or just use the husband's part of the name and not use their birth name. So for instance, if someone is named Clark Johnson, born Clark, married name Johnson, uses a hyphen Clark Johnson, they tend to, sometimes they use Clark, sometimes they use Johnson, sometimes Clark Johnson, and sometimes Clark Johnson, but they leave the hyphen out. And people have literally said to me, oh, well, me just use it that way there, because me never really know say that important. It is very important. It is a name. It is your most unique identifier. So when you do this now and you start using the name in random order, you start having an issue with all your documents become messed up. And I spoke in my last video about a client of mine who her middle name actually is hyphenated. Her mother gave her a hyphenated middle name, but when she got her US driver's license, I believe she was told that they don't put hyphen on driver's license. I don't know if that's actually true because, like I said, my name is hyphenated and it's on my driver's license with a hyphen. It's on my alien card, or when I had an alien card, it's in my American passport hyphenated. It's every single credit card I've ever gotten and debit card, I've insisted that the hyphen be on it, and it is. I will not use my name any other way. So now she applied to one of the consulates, as I said in the video, and they have sent back to ask, why does the ID, which is a driver's license, not matching the name on her birth certificate? Of course, she said the US government said they could not put the hyphen in, and of course, she didn't think it mattered. So when she filled the application, she filled it with the name on the driver's license. Big mistake. I said it in the other video. If the government makes a mistake on your document here in the US, don't use the wrong name. You have to continue to use the legal name you were given at birth and then the legal name you assumed on your marriage license and then your marriage certificate. You can't just randomly use it. But a lot of times people think because it's a hyphen, a little tiny dash, it doesn't matter. It matters a great deal. Beverly Clark Johnson with no hyphen is a different person from Beverly Clark Johnson with a hyphen. It makes an absolute difference. Now, she will have to get the driver's license fixed, but we had to find another way for her to be identified. And we had to write a statement explaining why the error was made. So now she's going to get the driver's license fixed. But for now, it's going to take some time and she really needs to get her passport. That caused her passport to be held up several more weeks. And we already know that passports are taking quite a long time. So here's my word to the wise. One, when you get married, please decide how you want your name to be after you're married. You may take your husband's name, you may add it to your father's name, or you may just keep your birth name. But whatever you do, stick to that name at all times. It matters. It is very important. And when you are doing business with any of the governments, especially the Jamaican government, because you are Jamaican, you're living here, you want your passport, you have your house in Jamaica, you have your land in Jamaica, you have your kids in Jamaica who have that name on their birth certificate. When you have to do anything for your kids, file for your kids, claim your land in Jamaica, collect your refunds from the National Housing Trust, you want all your documents to correspond. I did mention in the last video that you can change your name when you become a US citizen, or when you become a citizen of, I'm going to say any country, even though I don't know this to be a fact, but I know in the US for sure, you can change your name when you become a US citizen. And just say you have a name and you've always hated it, you may start using a new name, but it has to be done on your citizenship certificate. And once you have that certificate with a name change, you have to hold on to that, because if you go now to apply for a Jamaican passport with a new name or any other passport from any other country, you can't just show the American passport as proof of the new name. The passport is in support of the name. So it shows and confirms that it is you, but it doesn't show how you came by the name. The citizenship certificate is how it will show how you acquired that new. So you will have to hold on to the certificate. So choose your name carefully, use the name consistently, and if you do happen to change your name, hold on to your citizenship certificate to ensure that your names are consistent across the board and you're able to file for your kids and claim your land in Jamaica. Now, the next video or next two videos, I will talk about when you get divorced, because that's another issue as far as names. And I'm talking about it because I've seen it over the 10 years I worked with a consulate. And I still see it even now because I've been doing this now for 4 years. So that is it for now. I am Gail of 876 Documents. Leave a comment on TikTok or on YouTube or Instagram and let me know what topic you'd like me to address. Anything that has been confusing for you and you'd like an answer to. Thank you for watching.